Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ay, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ay, 12 can't really stop shit, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot shit. In a yellow bucket with the mop stick. I've been jugging jams like wholesale. Everything must go sell. Hitting bitches with the oh well. Need 100 million on the low scale. On my worst night, I'm the best nigga. Wouldn't mess with you, couldn't cap to him. Homie spotted me like 700, brought 1100 right back to him. If I can't do it, then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing cushion clouds till I can't feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some Titan Esports action. My name is Jay Better. I am joined on the cast today for me this afternoon / night for you guys over in the States by Oz. We have Bloom Gaming Bubble Blowers versus GCS 2008 Nissan Altima. This is the battle of maybe the best names I've ever seen. Oz, you're talking to me earlier about some of these players and, you knowing their history. Talk to me about how you feel about these rosters so far.
Well, specifically to talk about the bubble blowers, you'd expect like the core of this roster to be at worst middle of the pack, but they're starting the season off slow, 0-2 already. Now obviously it's very early in the season, so it's really like a kind of fake 0-2, right? It doesn't really matter to anything because you have so much time to like kind of figure things out, and maybe they're having some synergy issues because they like formed the team recently, etc. But realistically, this core is a strong core. So I'm curious to see if any of the problems from the previous week start to show up in this game as well, and if that's going to be a continued trend for this team, which is kind of sad because again, you like see these names, you see like the water catch, you see Delhi, right? You see Duddy, and you're like, oh, those guys, great. They, really popular around, this ELO. But they're not clicking right now as we're about to get into the draft.
Yeah, that's obviously something that's a worry. You're only got so many. No ban, nice. You've only got so many weeks to get over hurdles of, lacking synergy. Okay. I'll have to check. Are there rules? Like, are these teams late and they're getting taxed bans, or is there just a bit of a bug here?
I don't know. Might just be. It is
client
a
bug. Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
client
okay.
bug.
So we'll see if we can get those bans a bit later and talk about what they are. But until we get there, while the bans are breaking, you're talking to me as well about how these teams are both kind of slow starters in their games. Maybe that'll come through in the picks and bans here as we wait for the bans to get fixed. But yeah, obviously can be something that's good if you're playing against you're playing against a team that kind of plays the same. You can both play either a very different change-up style and catch someone out, or you can play maybe towards a late game scaling draft. But very interesting that both these teams have similar playstyles.
Yeah, I think as well that for GCS, if they win today, they're going to continue their streak. It's very early, so calling it a streak is a little foolish. But they're going to be able to continue the momentum after a really kind of slow start, and hopefully push themselves in the right direction. But as if the bubble blowers can bounce back here, it's a great start to get going. As we are finally fixed across the band, it's going to be Zoe and Volibear. Something. Yeah, we're having banga, banga, banga Friday. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Yeah, it is. No, it is.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Udyr ban coming through. Caitlyn ban. Speaking of Caitlyn, kind of an underlying champ here and sleeper coming through. Really popular at Worlds right now. Hasn't received any changes whatsoever from Worlds patch. So formidable AD carry, to say the least.
Yeah.
And I wonder if any of these teams have picked up the lane swap. So might see that come into action today. Maybe not. As Corki is another option banned away here. So double AD carry bans here. Some mid focus as Tristana will be first pick here. Some flexible pick ability here. Hamea can take that up, and obviously Majin can also. So as Lucian. So we're just getting it started. Both teams getting it going early.
Just slamming the ADCs a little bit early. Yeah, with the Caitlyn as well. I think it's... You'll have to check me because you know more about this than I do, but I'm pretty sure it's contesting or close to top kills for champion between that and Kaiser, I think it is right now. But fun. Good to see Caitlyn back for just a little bit. Lucian Nami locked away. very strong bot lane duo, and with the Mel locked in, there is still some flex potential with Mel support, Tristana mid, Tristana bot, Mel mid. So GCS keeping up the curtains of what they are going to be picking. Wukong locked away as well. Maybe the strongest or one of the strongest junglers. It's been pretty strong for the last while, but even in Worlds recently, it's been a standout jungler. Maokai as well. We saw Tarzan pick this last night, and you were not a fan of that at all.
I wish I wish I did not see that at all, but it can have its moments. But I think, you know, you're playing into Mel's, your ult just gets reflected. So, bit of a womp pick here from me, unless this is maybe a Maokai top angle, but even then, just not really a fan of it. I don't think it's in a great spot right now. I think there's plenty, like, if you want to play a tank jungler, there's plenty of other tank junglers. So I don't know. I think, like, I just don't see the point of Maokai. Like, he does have his great moments, don't get me wrong. He has some fantastic matchups. He's got some, like, fantastic things he can do. Point and click CC, it's all perfect. But why play that when, if you want point and click CC, just lock and Vi? You know, same difference. But gonna be Victor versus Hui. So I have no clue what's going on with GCS's draft. Keeping us spicy here as Sion. Well, you know, we have to talk about this guy. This Sion champ. Imba.
Yeah, we do.
Imba. It's imbalanced. Needs a nerf.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been watching Worlds together, and I don't know how much you would necessarily agree with me. I think you're on the same page, but I think Sion is maybe the best top laner, or one of the best. It's the best blind pick top laner. It's ridiculously strong. I will say, though, this draft from GCS is a bit here and there on, you know, Tristana and Wukong and Sang kind of wanting to go in, and then Mel and Hui really wanting to kite backwards and play the range poke battle. Poppy been locked away. So it looks like if these portraits are right, it's going to be Poppy top. Mao jungle obviously could be swapped around, but we talk about this every single time a Sion comes in, and I'm thinking it right now, who kills the... Okay, there's a potential angle or even a double Leandri's angle from Victor and Maokai, sorry, but that's a long fight to get through that big beefy HP bar. Lucian doesn't do a whole lot of damage towards tanks as we are jumping into the game one of Bloom Gaming Bubble Blowers up against GCS 2008 Nissan Altima GCS over on the blue side as we get into game one.
I think the most important thing here is whether or not Dilly chooses to go the build Doggo went yesterday. But it kind of looks like their team comp is more into the scale side. Like, you have the Victor scaling, so it's not like they're playing like the Akali style draft where they kind of have to win at 20 minutes. So I would imagine maybe seeing like the more scale build for Lucian, where it's like the more standard crit build than building Black Cleaver like Doggo did previously.
That was a bit questionable, I have to say.
I mean, I think it was okay. They just kind of needed to ship. You know, I feel like it's okay because, like, they kind of just need to ship it. Like, their comp is designed to win at 20 minutes. They didn't win at 20 minutes, so they just lost.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
that does feel a bit unfortunate.
They
sent it pretty hardcore.
Yeah, I think as well, just some little trading here in the mid lane from Lamppost, but Lamppost going to be late to his camp, same as Duddy actually. So Post Jungler is a little late there, kind of overstaying in the river. Not going to slow down too much of their clear, but still inefficient nonetheless. Bot lane, double ranged versus double ranged. Nami getting some pretty good auto attacks in, and some good trading by themselves here. Shark is a trade enthusiast rather than a shark enthusiast, but I'm curious to see what Shark's favorite shark is. Might have to ask in the future.
True. Well, you were talking about maybe getting in GCS for an interview to just ask them why their name is Hui takes quite a big trade in the bot lane. And unfortunately needs to use that heal to get away. The level 2 is hit for Bloom Gaming. And a really nice trade, small all in there. Benefits the HP pool. But yeah, what is up with the car, with the Nissan Altima? Why specifically that car as opposed to another one? And maybe if Bloom Gaming win, we can bring in Shark Enthusiast and ask him what his favorite shark actually is.
Yeah, true. As Haumea actually very low in the mid lane.
Flash in from Lamp. Sorry, Duddy. T1 Duddy apparently didn't know that they had a sub there. First Blood easily over to the Maokai. Not the strongest champion with a First Blood, but First Blood nonetheless. Now, Duddy did use Flash and Haumea did not. So it's just a little bit of gold. We'll be able to catch most of the wave, even in CS, but a really nice visit from Duddy.
Oh, nice E from Stubby coming through to avoid the E coming out of Sion there. But great first blood find in the mid lane for Duddy there as gank coming through in the bot lane. It is on a ward, so we'll just back off and go back to farming camps. Potential angle in mid bot. The trade.
Yeah, Green has taken quite a lot of damage here. I'm going to call him Green for this game because we have a Hui in the game. So that sucks. Maybe we'll go back to not Hui after that. But it's Green for now. That's what I was told. So it always frustrates me sometimes a little bit when the people's like their names are very different to what their actual in-game names are. It's a bit of a who Megalol cares problem, but I'm still going to complain anyway because I like to. Green, unfortunately, missing the route there. Onto Shark Enthusiast, who's an enthusiast of dodging as well as Duddy, his path down, but also warded out. Wave might not be big enough for a dive, so he's just going to take a nice base and a reset. Oh, nice cancel.
Yeah, delays the base a little bit there. Now, the unfortunate part here is I actually thought Duddy was going to get double Scuttle Crab, but spent so much time. Nice bubble in the bot lane landing. As they find
that was a flash in from Watercat.
Yeah. Find a kill
mid. Maybe get that back, but that was crazy. Just a flash in. No trade from Haumea. 0-2 on this way right now. As have a look. This looks like the lane's going really well with the poke. Just flash Q autos.
Just disrespecting the Victor.
Yep.
Victor now.
Maybe he thought he didn't have mana?
I mean, I still like... I don't know. Haumea really getting poked out in this lane so far. As Stubby is kind of suffering a little in this lane, I will say.
The wave is terrible too in mid. You have there's a freeze as well for Watercat. And the fact that now Haumea has been killed twice, and that one was onto your scaling mid laner. Feels a bit bad for GCS.
Yeah, I mean, Haumea just unfortunately suffering quite a bit. But still going to have the range in the mid game to benefit their comp. But you know, the thing about GCS's comp is it's kind of just weird, just due to the fact that you have this Mel support, but a lot of these picks are kind of pickaways from Watercat. You know, Watercat really enjoys the Mel, really enjoys the Hui. So this could just be like, hey, we're sacking game one. You know, obviously kind of hurts to, lose things out like the Sion, the Wukong, but
yeah,
sacking a little bit maybe, potentially as a potential fearless play is something teams have experimented with in the past to some avail, depending on who they're playing against. So we'll have to see if this pays dividends for them. In this one, but still in this game, so we'll focus on that. Stubby getting a nice big wave here, if they can CS it well.
Lamppost maybe caught out a bit here, was sandwiched by Duddy and the bot lane of Bloom Gaming. Nice bubble, but Lamppost will be able to flash away. As he walked into the Drake, but his bot lane had reset, his mid lane had reset, so lucky that he only gets away with a loss of flash. Dragon will be going over to Bloom Gaming pretty comfortably.
Yeah, first Drake will be that Hextech, so no Hextech soul. The most common soul at Worlds. as some little tidbit of information is
Oh.
I was a little worried there,
Ooh.
but no steal there for green.
I sort
Did
of
a
think
little
about
bit of
that, by the
damage.
way. The dragon, someone it was a bug, and they accidentally reverted the change where it was like Chemtech and Hextech all the time to like get more feedback on the Drakes, because it's Tech top 2 Drakes, like really close contesting, and then like what is it? Ocean or Mountain has like 4, and they've got like 25 each.
Yeah.
Duddy making a path down here towards the bot lane. Cladbury.
Oh, nice bubble.
Bubble gets onto Margin. Big buster shot to push back too, but Duddy's found the engage here on Margin to a barrier and jump away. Continuing out the chase here. Green getting some poke in, but health bars are low for Bloom Gaming. The flash in, the W and the Q.
Oh, the reflect!
Will reflect. Oh no, but not first blood. First blood in the fight will still get taken for Cladbury, who gets traded back. Green still trying to get some orders on and a bit of damage, but grasping is these trees. As hang on. I was
Nami's
really
OP.
focused on the Maokai here and Nature's Grasp, but unfortunately, yeah, the Nami was just autoing the whole time, and that felt a bit goofy, I'm not gonna lie.
Nami, with no mana, takes the kill onto green there as Void Grubs going away towards GCS as Lamppost doing the Eski tech onto the Wukong to bait out the clone. So all 3 grubs in return for that bot gank, but the Lucian Nami lane getting more ahead here is, I'd say, for the most part, the Bubble Blowers favored, as I don't really think they had the best way of utilizing the grub situation unless their Tristana was getting ahead, but nice trade here in the mid lane to even out the HP state as Haumea levels up. But really needs to dodge these lasers.
Yeah, Watercat's doing a really nice job in these trades, as there is the gravity field. Won't get his stun, and does deny the cannon, so very nice laning so far from Watercat.
Yeah, we saw Oscar play this actually the other day, and it did not look very well. Ben just ran through him, and it still doesn't look very well here. Forced to use the Keeper's Verdict, but nice chant. He's just dead. He's just dead. I didn't think he would die. He just dies. He just dies.
Really nice blast from Cody there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a level onslaught to immune the knock away, and a really easy solo kill. I'm telling you, man, this Scion champion is really strong.
It is. It is very strong, but something like the Poppy also not necessarily the pick. Poppy also doesn't really get nice trade in the bot lane.
I mean, I don't get the Poppy value this game. Maybe in support against a Tristana, it's, whatever.
I mean, you really struggle in Hwei. Like, you struggle to Hwei Mel, you know? I'm really not a fan, especially if that's your top lane option. And I know, so Resi is the content writer for Olympus, and kind of talking a bit about, the Fearless pools is...
Lamppost hovering in this bush here. No vision for Bloom Gaming. But Duddy is just above. Doesn't quite know. A scuttle is taken. Looks like Duddy will visit as well. And Lamppost just going to take a base. Now this could be... Oh no, Lamppost forced to stay as Duddy was spotted on a ward. Lamppost spotted out by the sapling. There's the culling reflected down. Margin walking forward with the bomb on the Cloudberry. Wasn't able to get the full explosion, but both junglers just taking a little visit down to the bot lane, a little vacation, and neither really do anything in that 2v2 in the bot.
Yeah. I mean, just a little visit to Stubby still getting bullied here in the top side. But to bring up what I was just talking about, Resi, our content writer here for Olympus, talking a bit about the Fearless impact, especially between these two teams, and if your best answer into something like a Scion is the Poppy, is it, I'm kind of worried for you, because Scion is not going anywhere unless something drastic happens. That's actually getting in the bot lane.
A repeat. Cyclone heal extended. Margin chasing with the dash, but can't
nice bubble.
Quite close the gap. Fabry barrier and jumps away. Will be able to get away. Nature's Grasp is reflected and a bit of damage onto Shark. but no kills again, Oz. Just a bit of scuffling. Lamppost flashes, uses the Cyclone. Cloudberry uses the culling a bit earlier, so it wasn't available for that fight. Flash and barrier expended to try to get away. Margin as well, flashing in to try to get on top of Cloudberry in that fight. It's a bruised fight, but no blood getting spilled.
Yeah, and it doesn't even grant GCS. The Drake is actually... Watercat does not find that kill in mid. Really well played from Haumea on the reaction to not go down there, but one more laser will kill him, so does need to be very careful. No flash now available.
Right kill Watercat. As Duddy has started up this Drake. Here comes Lamppost. No flash, no Cyclone available, but will still land with the dash. Underway by the gravity field. Duddy finds the route onto Lamppost. Twisted Advance and Bramble Smash will hit as well. As they return back to the Drake. Bloom Gaming, and I feel, are doing a really good job of just denying GCS access to the map. It's not necessarily that they're getting kills or that they do lead in that department too. But every time the GCS is trying to step forward, someone from Bloom Gaming is there to deny it. And most of the time it's been Duddy.
Yeah, I agree. I think Duddy's pathing this game has been phenomenal, but also on top of that...
Oh, what is this? Chemtech.
It's a Chemtech Soul. Chemtech Soul. It genuinely has to be as kind of crazy appearance here, but still, Watercat up 2 levels, probably, yeah, a level or so. Just mid lane matchup just not going well.
Over the wall there, but looks like Duddy not going to opt to flash over the wall with the Twisted Advance, but Lamppost wants to get some action here. Steadfast Presence will immune the engage from Lamppost, as he doesn't want to use any of those dashes. Unstoppable Onslaught as well, misses, but there's the Nature's Grasp. Stunned up by the Gravity Field as well. Fearless puts down Arcane Storm, and that should just take out Haumea with one of those ticks. No, he's able to walk away. There was no more damage available from Bloom Gaming.
Nice reflect on the bubble there, but Haumea bailed out a little bit. Was actually engaged in the bot lane.
Tidal Wave used, but just you want to splash the members of GCS, not so much kill them. Just a bit of a warning there. It is still 2 Drakes over to Bloom Gaming, so despite it still being a margin. Yeah, despite it's very fighty, but no kills are actually coming through. Everyone's able to get away, whether that's through movement or peel from Duddy, or obviously the dashing away from the Lucian. But next Drake is still 3 minutes away. Members in the bot lane for GCS and members up in the top from Bloom Gaming. Duddy doesn't have the Nature's Grasp up there in the top lane, but just covering the wave for Scrubby to come back to that top lane.
Something that irks me a little bit about this Smell support pick is it is great into, the Nami due to be able to reflect the Tidal Wave and also the bubble.
Lane swapping.
Yeah, lane swapping here for the Herald spawn. As Smell already walking top here but it just really doesn't give the support like Tristana really wants to go in.
Yeah.
In theory, Tristana just jumps on the Nami and the Nami just gets one shot, but you're kind of playing this poke mage style support that just doesn't really give Tristana the support she needs to be able to go in, and she kind of just taking the worst of the trades due to that fact, not able to trade that well into the Lucian Nami. As Duddy.
Nature's Grasp is out, Gravity Field as well, but
Sion
Lamppost with that Warrior Trickster. Sion misses the Q a little bit backwards, but Watercat will still be taken out by multiple members of GCS. Another bit of a scrappy fight there. Ult used by Duddy. Cody, really nice hover on the river with the ult. Should give GCS access to this Herald. Shark Enthusiast right now passing up to Cloudberry to cover. Lamppost over the wall, spotted on some vision. We'll be able to start up this Herald, but Oz should be free. Duddy still in this mid lane. Doesn't look like they have access, although Bloom Gaming's bot lane are passing around the top side of this Herald. Maybe looking to get a fight going, but this could be really risky. Ults all still available for GCS as they wrap back around to the mid lane, engage onto Halmea, who's feared away. Stubby
Rude.
looking under Halmea, doesn't find a stun into the wall, keeps his verdict as well. Finds a knockup, but no follow-up margin. Finds Clapper on the other side of the fight. Stubby getting chunked down. Rooted out is Duddy and will be taken down as well. As Stubby is still in the backline here, fighting Halmea. Finds the solo kill finally, but Aquaphilus respawns, comes back, and re-dies. Shark Enthusiast forced to flush over the wall at the Raptors pit to get away. But GCS stop Bloom Gaming into the floor, take Herald and this tier 1 in mid.
And a massive bounce back coming out of GCS. We'll get the first tower as well with that Herald charge. So they pick up the Herald and they pick up the winning fight. Just really aggressive. Tristana able to free hit that entire fight there as well. Pays dividends. Able to knock out, Dilly early in that fight. Cloud just goes down instantly. And then it's just kind of a mess from there. Halmea goes on the Hui. Takes forever to kill the Hui as we get a pause here. We get a nice little Fnatic pause as like you're playing Poppy, right? Like knock away their front line, like help your back line a little bit, because that is kind of your job on Poppy. Your job is to not go like sicko mode dive the Hui, who is still doing decent damage. And yeah, it just kind of just spells disaster here for the Bubble Blowers as they're looking to get this Kim take Drake though off the tempo.
This would be sole point for the Bloom Gaming Bubble Blowers as we get the Rito pause here. But yeah, so despite that little misstep in the tier 1 in mid falling, they are still on sole point if they're able to get this Drake. Dramatic pause for audience applause, and we get back to the action.
Oh,
as a really nice cash onto Lamppost. That was a bit of an awkward interaction there, but Stubby behind. Here comes Unstoppable Onslaught into the fray. Can't quite make it all the way. Culling from Cloudberry will take down Green. That's the first of the fall. Shark Enthusiast on the other side takes a lot of damage to play and will fall as well. But GCS take the Drake, and will walk away with only 1-1 on each side. Both supports falling.
I'm just really confused by the Bubble Blowers there. I felt like they could have played this like more aggressively, but they just don't. So Lamppost, who just AFK hitting the Drake the entire time, easily gets it. There's not even a smite fight to be had. And you trade 1-for-1 in support, when in reality, Green is just standing there, zoning 4 people until the Scion ult gets there. By themselves!
He wins that!
By themselves! Like, surely we can go on the Mel. But unfortunately, for the Bubble Blowers, they lose out on Soul Point. And this gold lead that GCS continues to grow slowly but surely here. As it's probably realistically on the Scion, I'll be honest. The Scion is just massive right now. 2 items, 188 CS. Also bought Cole this match as well, so has that gold already finished. 1-0-2, so yeah, massive Scion here. And you did talk about a little bit, the difficulty of getting through the Scion, and definitely could be playing a factor at the moment. And even still, right, Halmea had like a really poor lane phase, but able to do plenty of enough damage right now and contributing quite a bit, even though, stat line does not look that great, I'll be honest. As Watercat looking for another nice root.
Where's getting the damage in there? One thing I want to touch on. Ooh, missed. That's ult down as Green is behind, but finds the root and just the solo kill. What is happening? And that's Adakan. Pretty free as Duddy has taken a base. Cody can TP if necessary. Stubby obviously can't, but could look to cancel. Bloom Gaming don't want to give up this Adakan without a fight. Members
No.
pathing down, but most of your range has been taken out. Nature's Grasp
They're doing this quite
available
slow.
and will be used. The Atacon is slow. Smarted away by GCS. TP in from Cody behind. There's a shutdown onto Lamppost, but here comes the Wukong. Here comes the Scion. Ult is available, but isn't able to use it. Green, really nice route out and executes Duddy there. Unstoppable onslaught onto Cloudberry. Knocks him up. Margin Hollow over the wall.
Look at
Another
the
one
TP.
for one. What a double kill from Green. Aquafelis, Watercat is here. But here to do what? Here to watch. Atacon secured by GCS. With some nice kills back from Bloom Gaming. Traded again by GCS. Make the play pretty even. But Atacon is on GCS. Could we get a flower check, actually? Because we don't have that on the graphic.
Yeah, and
See flowers are at.
I mean, it's just, again, excellent gameplay so far. Green able to, once again, kind of zone out the members, albeit a little bit worse this go around. But Cody having the teleport advantage. Able to teleport in. And the Scion, once again, proving to be such a major factor for this GCS comp. And, you know, Green 6-4. Golden Eclipse picks up the kill onto Duddy there at the end. So quite a Fed Mel support here, as Cody literally does not care. Oh!
Well, really nice flash from Lamppost away from the Keeper's Verdict up in the top lane, but in mid, Cloudberry, Margin Hollow going at it, calling out, and will take down, but not Hui, trying to get the trade off. Duddy flash forward, and finds the knockback with the Bramble Smash. This Mel is doing so much damage. We were doubting it. I was doubting it heavily. But so much damage out of this support pickup. Duddy is able to get a trade back very nicely and get the mid lane turret. Cody holding Aquafelis at bay here. But I was I was talking about earlier how it's a bruised game but not a bloody game. It is slowly turning into a bloody game as we are approaching a kill a minute.
Yeah, 22 kills across the board. Mid lane tower gone. In response, GCS prompt their own T1 tower taking in the top lane. T1 in the bot lane will just fall there to Watercat. Cody running out of mana does kind of stall out the potential way, but Cody with no teleport and no mana is just going to be a Drake startup here for the Bubble Blowers.
Lamppost around the back. Remember, this is still Soul Point. If the Bubble Blowers are able to get it. Bubble blowing onto the dragon right now. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it is bursting down. Nature's Grasp out. Lamppost in and can't get the steal. So he'll be sacrificed to the Bubble Blowers. Duddy will get rooted up and take quite a bit of damage away from Green. But it's Soul Point to the Bubble Blowers.
Yeah, a little bit of a misplay on their own backs there as Cody finds Shark. Will be a winning trade for Cody there. No surprise there, but GCS kind of just disrespecting that Bubble Blowers are just gonna pull the Soul Point immediately there. Cody with a really late back, going for that one more wave mentality.
Hell yeah.
That completely free Bubble Blower Drake, no contest. Lamppost choosing to go over the wall with usage of the W and just pays the price instantly. Even gets Nature's Grasp there as just insta-dies. So I suppose decent attempt on the steal with no vision, but doesn't pan out and pays the price with his life. But overall, still the game is looking very even. 200 gold lead here for GCS, so essentially nothing in the way of a lead. So I guess it's really just going to come down to who can play this Baron. Nice poke coming into Shark, but we'll heal that one up. Nami just so good at the end of poke, just due to the heal.
Bit of a trade here over in mid as they fight over vision. But yeah, you're right. GCS really need to pull this Baron at some point because the Soul Point from Bubble Blowers will come into effect in about 3 minutes. It's another dragon that you kind of have to fight for. And so far, Bloom Gaming have been superior on their objective setups. As you can see, I mean, they've already got 3. Lamppost was able to get 1. But, yeah, so far, Bloom Gaming really on top of their dragon stacking. GCS so far away from even contesting acquiring Soul. Lamppost over the wall on the Raptors right now. Warrior Trickster over the wall with a root as well. Cloudberry falls down. Lamppost marching forward as Margin will follow with the jump. Nature's Grasp on the other side as Watercat as well will pincer. But here comes the Scion, the mega raid boss tank, and Duddy is rooted up, taking a whole lot of damage. And here comes on top of onslaught. Margin will find Duddy.
Oh!
Over the wall is Stubby to try to do something, but he's just taxiing a minion back to tower. 2 kills from the Nissan Altima as they drive their way over to the Baron.
I got so excited. I was like, oh, maybe there's a play here. No, it's just Poppy Top. Pretty quiet one here for Stubby. But this will likely be the Drake. And somehow Green taking so much damage from the crit Lucian, but still living. Able to succumb as actually...
Baron will be taken by GCS, but now the fight ensues. Stubby knocks away the Scion, but in the fray, we rooted up on the other side of the fight. Harmea fighting away with Watercat. Lamppost will flash forward into a wall to join. So unfortunately, GCS will have to cancel that play, but coming out of the margin, shut down onto the Lucian. Really disrespectful play from GCS. They get the Baron, but the game isn't over yet. Car, keep driving. Quick oil change and get back in the driver's seat.
Majin just says, get down, Mr. President. I suppose the president is green.
He knows who his carry is.
Yeah, I suppose the president is green. As he accepts his fate, tanks the culling for green, but really, really lazy back there. Coming off that Baron play at such low HP that I'm surprised they actually didn't kill both. So I guess suppose losing one could be infinitely worse for you if you end up giving the Mel, the Mel over as well. But Green, I feel like Green just can't die. Like Green is just perma-living on like 2 HP every fight and not backing and still like playing fights at like 2 HP and never dying. Really good, just well played from Green overall this match, but have to ask ourselves, as the bubble blowers, you're starting to lose quite a bit as Haumea caught by this Poppy.
This is like a tickle here, but this one is not. Unstoppable onslaught into the wall. Lamppost gets caught. Nature's Grasp and the wave will be reflected as well. The Lamppost will go down. We are checking back in on this. That fight is indeed still going, as Haumea is still being tickled, but the tickle is getting a bit uncomfortable. The health bar is going low. Stubby in the mix of 4 members finds the Keeper's Verdict, knocks away the Scion once again, but is again rooted up and taken down. But this is Soul. If the bubble blowers are able to blow their bubbles fast enough. Green tries to steal over the wall, but the Q smite from Duddy will easily secure that Soul. So a bit of a gold lead still for GCS, but the bubble blowers have Soul, Chemtech Soul.
And it's kind of just a problem of Lamppost going in and not really connecting on the engage there. Just so easy to die, especially when your Scion isn't there to help you at all. Like, you do kind of have to respect, like, the Lucian burst coming out. Like, you're just playing Wukong, you're not like the crazy tank. You're not like a Sejuani, as they will pick up mid-tier 2 here, thanks to their Baron buff and the Tristana damage, but realistically, I think, Lamppost, a little overcommit in the mid lane there, when in reality, they just needed to set up around the Drake and just play the Drake fight. Like, they were in such a good spot, but lose the Soul.
Well, Stubby once again fighting 5 members at once. The tier 2 in top will fall, Gravity Field, to separate the fight just a little bit. Tidal Wave.
Oh my god.
Interrupted as a huge unstoppable onslaught will knock up 2. Nature's Grasp will disrupt the fight just a little bit. Stubby taking a whole lot of damage. A big knock up from the Q, and Cloudberry starts the fight. It's Lamppost falling down first. Stubby and Cody taking a whole lot of damage. Duddy as well. The health bars are low. Oh no, the blast gun into
He's
Duddy will
about to
take
go.
him down with the Hydra auto. Oh no. GCS lose 2. But we're able to get 1 back on the other side as Cody gets blast cone into Duddy as he's resetting. It's only a tier 2 tower on top that falls though.
Yeah, and so I feel like in this last fight that Halmea does choose to run from the Arcane Storm, but there's just no damage. Like, Cody is creating so much space after Lamppost goes down, and this again, once again, kind of a not great angle from Lamppost.
Well, it's a Luden's Victor.
And but on top of that, right? Like, there was just no damage coming through from the side of GCS. Where obviously you give them enough time, they will kill Cody if he's 1v5 for long enough, which proves to be true in that last fight.
Yep.
Took him a while though, but they did get there. But still, just begs the question. I kind of feel like both teams are really somewhat disconnected on their team fighting, and that's showing through right now, specifically for GCS.
Oh, Cloudberry gets a big chunk with the rapid fire order onto green. Culling is used as well, but still a minute on this Baron. So no Baron set up just yet. Cody getting looked at by Stubby. But that's a scary Lucianoz.
Yeah, very scary right now. 4 items. And, you know, no flash on your Mel now for this Baron fight, which...
Your carry.
You know, that is, I mean, kind of has proven to be your carry a little bit here. Is I feel like Tristana's really struggling to kind of like connect on important members in fights. 2-3-9. Kind of a support Tristana game this match, but still 3 items themselves is pretty respectful. But Cody,
but that health bar is big, and he has a lot of protections in his back. The health bar is slowly going down. Lamppost into the back, knocks up Cloudberry and Shark Enthusiast, but the Keeper's verdict will separate the fight massively. Stubby falls down for his troubles, but Lamppost is traded down. Jungle for top so far as the Arcane Storm fizzles out. Baron will spawn. Cloudberry getting healed up here. 4 versus 4 members in the mid lane. We're A-ramming it. No ults available for either team. So they'll just take a staring contest and say some mean words at each other.
Yeah, as Stubby actually, I think, saves the fight with the Keeper's verdict. It's actually flash forward.
Hold that thought. Twisted advance onto not Quay. Green chunked down by the culling. That's the carry down. Unstoppable onslaught will find Duddy as Margin Hollow finds Aqua Fearless. Decimating smash won't hit anything as Cody starts to take a little bit more damage, but walks away from the gravity field. Again, 1 dies on our GCS and traded back onto the bubble blowers as Duddy falls down as well. We're still attempting this kill a minute, I believe. We're well over it. That's 36, right? So
yeah,
over a kill a minute right now as TP in from Cody to round this Baron pit. Halmea and Margin will start it up. Duddy is dead. Stubby does have the Keeper's verdict available as he approaches from the top side. Meanwhile, Cloudberry and Shark pathing from the bot side. This will be sandwiched. Blast code at the top will be taken down. The Baron is secured. And the bubble blowers don't have an answer.
Well, everyone gets out, so this is a great play from GCS, punishing the Duddy death. You know, I was just about, giving praise about the Keeper's verdict usage from Stubby. Completely saves the fight for the bubble blowers because both Quay and Tristana knocked away. Back to base. Means they win that team fight, but no usage of it there. Probably for the best. If you do die there or something goes wrong, probably not worth losing the game over. And, their last Baron was kind of a pretty mid Baron usage, so don't necessarily hate the give Baron angle. But Elder spawning in 9 seconds.
It is, and the bubble blowers did have position around the river, but mid push from GCS swaps positions. Looks like neither team really cares about this Elder so far. It's just the team fight. Still Chemtech Soul available, also on the backs of the bubble blowers, so always got to remember that. Regardless of soul value and which one's the strongest, it is still soul for the bubble blowers. Elder getting looked at finally by GCS. No wards are available. One blue orb there on the Elder. Will spot that Elder has been started. But pay attention to the Nature's Grasp. Decimating Smash will split up the fight. Nature's Grasp, there it is, and reflected. All right, will ensue. Look at the Elder taken away by GCS, and that will be it. GCS marching forward, and the executes come through Cody, and Lamppost onto Arcophilus low, but the bubbles have been popped as the executes come through all across the fight. And the wave states aren't pretty, but Oz, that should be game one.
TP coming into the bot lane here, they're very low, so I don't know if they're going to be able to end this. They have Baron still, so maybe some potential. Tristana doing a lot of damage to the towers here. We'll have to see. 18 seconds on Maokai. I'm a little worried if they can find an end here. They're going to at least try for the inhib, but they are going to push forward, so looking like they want this.
They do. 4 seconds on Duddy as he does now respawn as the Nexus towers fall. Full health up against 4. Nature's Grasp used, but the Nexus will fall before the trees can have their march. Nissan Altima drives their way to the finish up against Soul. They get Baron, they get Elder, and they pop the bubbles for a nice game 1 victory.
Something that's like really bothersome to me is there's twice in that game where Wukong is just solo hitting the Drake the entire time, and somehow the bubble blowers just let him do it. They don't try to force the engage. They don't try to force anything. They just let them take the objective in their face with no response. No attempt to try and engage. This is looking like a Fnatic game. Wake up! You can't lose the game off of this. You had so many good moments. But when it comes to like when GCS have the, you know, the angle and they're on the objective, if Lamppost is committing to hitting the objective, one of the key members of an engage tool for this GCS comp, you can pull the trigger. You can maybe look for a keeper's verdict from Stubby onto somebody to, you know, give you the numbers advantage, but there was no response. They just let the Elder get taken, and then they lose the game off of it.
Well, Elder does indeed win games sometimes. Oz, a really nice carry there from Green on the Mel. Did most damage on his team. But GCS take game 1 after a very scrappy game. But the Bubble Blowers had a lot of fight back in that game. Specifically, their Dragon stacking was really good. So have to see what the plan is for the next game, where the Bubble Blowers can do the same thing and maybe take some better fights, some smarter fights around Baron, around Elder. But we're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Titan Esports. My name is still Jay Better. I'm still joined by Oz, and we are still covering Bloom Gaming Bubble Blowers against GCS 2008 Nissan Altima. GCS took game one after a very back and forth, bloody fighting game. Oz, we saw the drafts that were a little bit, here and there, but ended up paying off in favor of GCS after we had some faults. But game two, you were talking about Arcophilus' pool being targeted quite significantly. How do you think that's going to go as we jump into the draft here?
Hopefully we get to see some more coming out of Watercat. I mean, the Zoe band staying consistent here for GCS, but also Bubble Blowers choosing to stay on the same side is a bit of an interesting one here. As I really felt like last game they did not make use of counterpick at all. The Poppy matchup just didn't really matter. And ultimately, the Poppy was really just not a great pick for that game. The Maokai, I felt like, really wasn't a great answer into what GCS has, really drafted themselves either. An interesting Lux ban here, but I mean, this could just be like an Aurora potential. Lux is fantastic into Aurora, so might be setting themselves up for an Aurora. Aurora has been, looking quite fantastic at Worlds. Silas ban away here.
They leave the Caitlyn. Caitlyn's open.
I'm thinking it might just be a Caitlyn into Aurora trade here. Will be Sejuani first pick, though.
You'd be wrong.
I would be very wrong.
Didn't you think about the Sejuani first pick angle for GCS?
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
casters.
They did ban Trundle, so kind of gave that away. Will be the Zinzao pick up here for the Bubble Blowers, but still a head-scratching drafts coming through, but that's all right. Caitlyn picked up here for the Bubble Blowers, so interesting. I feel like
Sorry, you go.
I feel like if the Bubble Blowers lock in Aurora here, they have such a strong comp. But I don't know if Watercat has the Aurora in the bag. I can't really remember, but if they do, it's quite strong. And the Jinx Karma is a very interesting choice into the Caitlyn. Karma obviously very fantastic into the Caitlyn. It's actually a really struggle bus for the Caitlyn, but it's gonna be wait, pause. This could be Watercat Seraphine mid. We have seen this in the past, so no reason to get outraged just yet. So
I'm outraged.
No outrage just yet, as could just be Seraphine mid here for Watercat. So leaving up the support option flexibility here for the Bubble Blowers. I'd really like to see GCS ban kind of a support here if it's me. Something like the Nautilus or, the Leona, perhaps.
Nico as well, something that you could pair with the Caitlyn. I know you're quite a big fan of that.
And that's double flexibility as well. They can kind of just see what they want to go mid between the two champs. But Dilly here, able to choose that fourth pick, as I'm still unsure what it's going to be. Is already taken for a loop. Going to be the orange, so keeping the flexibility alive here, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really good. I think orange is a great champ at the moment as well. It's not like it's crazy bad. And very few counters, really, at the moment. Will be Mordekaiser. We got a Blippo Fanatic here.
Well, also, yeah. Oh, sorry, wait, you meant Blippo. You didn't mean the team Fnatic. I was like, Blippo played on Fnatic. Okay, but no, but he played it on FlyQuest. Yasuo locked in as well. I don't really get it here. No, very little knockups. You do?
Look, very little knockups, but the windfall value is insane. But it is going to be Talia for Watercat here, which is going to be kind of a pain for the Yasuo. So kind of come down to how, Hameo, I think, really needs to clean up lane phase, specifically this match compared to last match. Just really getting poked out a lot by Watercat, but still overall, both team comps kind of in a weird spot. I'd say the Bubble Blowers, kind of more of a traditional comp here. GCS is kind of all over the place in my eyes. Obviously, double melee does help out the Sejuani on top side. But really, their comp is kind of just not great at playing together. Like, they really kind of are very, very version mismatched here. As
Yeah.
Mordekaiser just kind of wants to 1v1 someone, but he's gonna have a very big time 1v1ing anyone other than, like, say, the Zen. Like, I don't
He's
know
gonna get
how
outranged too.
I don't know how Mord has any impact here outside of a side lane potential. You know, the Jinx Karma obviously can do fine on their own. The Sejuani is really built around helping the Yasuo plus the Mordekaiser, but it doesn't really provide anything outside of potential pick potential here. But your comp doesn't have the greatest pick potential either. It's not like you're playing like something like a LeBlanc, which is also looked very fantastic. Shank's playing that the other day, going on an absolute tear. But yeah, just interesting comp from GCS. And I mean, GCS had an interesting comp last game. We doubted, and we were proven wrong very, very, very heavily with Green just
Yeah.
popping off on the Mel. But I fear for GCS's team fight because, you know, their team fighting last game was a little bit disconnected in some fights. Like, they had great team fights in some fights, but other fights it felt like they were very disconnected, a little too apprehensive. And now that Bubble Blowers have really solid go buttons with the Encore, with the Call of the Forge God, it can kind of make up for some of their pensiveness that they experienced last game around these objective pools from GCS to try and bounce back. So, we'll see as we load into the game.
Game number 2 for GCS up against Bloom Gaming Bubble Blowers is now underway, and I want to touch on what you were talking about with the Yasuo being pretty good up against things like an Ornn and a Seraphine with the Wind Wall. Makes the fights a bit difficult to play because if you're able to bait out the Wind Wall and play like a slow pick comp with Talia, then the Yasuo doesn't really get a whole lot of value there. But if you're just sending it really aggressively and too fast into the Wind Wall, all those ults are going to get completely cancelled.
Yes, so far, Shark looking to go for an early ward. Mantra Q is going to connect onto Shark. Pushes Shark off of getting that ward. But yeah, I mean, obviously I think Talia is fantastic in the meta right now. I feel like a lot of like these kind of like control mage style, like zone mage styles are doing really well, especially those that build tier. Things like the Rise, the Orianas, the Talias doing quite well for themselves at the moment. But it does really come down to how well you're playing the Talia this game, in my eyes, as you can be an absolute menace with the seismic shoves. And quite a bit of immobility here coming out of GCS. Especially primarily from like their main damage dealer in that Jinx. One wrong like misstep, you get seismic shoved, you just die.
Pretty hard bot lane as well for not necessarily either team. I'd say both teams, you know, very squishy, very long range. It's all about hitting your spells and trying to clear the wave out. But obviously, Caitlyn going to do really well with that range advantage over in the mid lane. You know, we both know how this lane's going to go. It's the base for tier as early as humanly possible. Although that may have changed with some of the changes as to Talia, but see how Watercat wants to play it. GCS up in the top lane as well with the Mordekaiser. Should be pushing in. So we've got some stalemate lanes. We've got some volatile lanes as well down in the bot lane specifically. And you can see GCS Lamppost pathing down towards that bot lane as Duddy paths towards the top lane. The Raptors are warded, so GCS will know where Duddy is. And as Lamppost continues to clear down to the bot side, but Bloom Gaming have that ward out in the brush and are playing fairly safe.
Nice root into some decent chunk damage onto the Jinx as Stubby running out of mana here, so gonna get beat quite heavily here. Pops a biscuit, so we'll be okay. As Cody already using a health bot, really nice wind wall there.
Here comes Lamppost. spotted on the ward. So Gaming should know the position of this jungler as it gets pinged out. Buddy drops the Scuttle Crab, I believe, and opts to come down. Oh no, it is taken. The bar was just in the way. So takes a top Scuttle, and looks like Lamppost opting to go for bot Scuttle. Nothing of crazy note just yet. Looks like as well that Duddy skipped Krugs to be able to get on top of that Scuttle a bit earlier. And here comes Lamppost, just doing a bit of trading here on the Cloudberry. He will take quite a bit of damage for his trouble, but nothing lethal just yet.
Something that's kind of been a consistent with Duddy is dropping a camp specifically to try and get a play. Is Cody gotta be okay to shove this one in, but potential gank coming in the top side.
Yeah, Duddy sweeped out that ward, so we'll know that he's spotted, and we'll just opt to clear that ward and back away as Cody was pathing into the brushes and buying a lot of time for himself. Lamppost as well, pathing up to the top side with that giant spelt base. So Duddy behind on the item spike will base, get a Caulfield, and come out bot. Very slow early game so far. There's nothing crazy going on. As we can touch on the winter map, it's coming out a little bit later in the year. Subby finds a nice knockup, but looks really nice actually.
It's Cody trading very aggressively in the wave, the passive, plus the shield.
They both got TP.
Okay, yeah. So a gank on the bot side coming.
Here comes Duddy.
Oh,
Brood out onto Margin, and the audacious charge will find Margin, but flash away will keep him safe. Dragon has spawned, and Aqua Fearless now taking a base, or trying to, might have been cancelled there. So has to stay another one. Dragon not on the cards just yet due to some low health bars from Bloom Gaming. And the mid pressure that Halmea is continuing to exert. Unfortunate miss there from Shark. Nice shove here onto Halmea. Duddy pathing over. Finds the knock up and the 3-point strike. But won't able to continue that press, as level 6 from Halmea is a little bit scary.
both bot lanes backing on the same timer, so again, very quiet early game. Winter map is going to be hype. Back to my childhood. Hasn't been
Where's my
around
tier?
for so long. But no tier coming out for Watercat here.
It's okay. Oh, hold on. Shark has it. Shark has the tier. He's just holding it for him.
Oh, true.
You know the tier support.
Yeah, true. Anyways, don't want to focus on that right now. A little stun lock, but I think the strength of GCS's comp is the fact that they can make fights so hectic, and their comp does kind of fall apart when you're missing that front line like space potential out of the Ornn, out of the Xin Zhao. So things like the Mordekaiser, where you can just ult the Xin Zhao specifically, right? If you only ult Xin Zhao this game, it's an absolute win, because you don't need to worry about the space that Xin Zhao creates. It's Halmea looking for a great trade in mid lane here.
Wow, mechanics are solid for Halmea right now, but Duddy pathing over forces Halmea to just dash through the wave and continue. Takes a good trade, but Lamppost is here. There's the Glacial Prison, but shoves back. Miss. Duddy will flash away. Halmea has a knock-up charge. Lamppost continuing on the chase. Flash in to try to find the stun. There it is, but Arcophilus flashes away. Checking up in top lane. Nothing going on too crazy there. Again, Oz. A bruised fight, but no kills.
No kills. Thankfully, the bubble blowing bot lane is blowing bubbles in the river. Thanks to the priority, able to roam up and save Watercat for sure.
Okay, he's got tier now.
As, yeah, a little bit of a Zeka POV there.
But he remembered a bit earlier than Zeka did.
He did remember, but Halmea critically actually accidentally dashes on the carpet on just the edge and gets stunned. Otherwise, I'm quite confident they can just kill Duddy there, but so slight micro mistake leads to a drop kill. Seismic Shove is going to be dodged away as Drake pulled up here for the Bubble Blowers.
Again, it's a Hextech Drake. Now, chat, I don't know about this one. This is a lot of the same Drakes coming through. I don't know about this one.
Boy Grubs will be traded away here successfully from GCS. So GCS seem to be quite happy giving away the first Drake so far. If this one series is to say anything, Duddy looking for that lane gank potential. Not seen.
He's lurking around. Doesn't have knockup available. But wait, well, there's the encore, and it'll hit Margin. And it's taken down. Super easy there from the bubble blowers. Encore hits onto Margin, who didn't have flash. And then Duddy jumps in, gets the kill. Now played over to Cloudberry. How is it a solo play? Surely Shark is close enough, but I guess not. Really nice play.
Yeah, really nice play, and Jinx, due to no cleanse coming through this game, Encore just a menace. No flash available from the earlier play as well. So they collect first blood quite late, I'd say, comparatively to how the first match went. So
yeah,
bit of a quieter game this game, which can be appreciated. Kind of some scaling going on between the both teams.
Oh,
the bubble blowers. Okay.
Well, we're going. There is no dash for Lamppost as he missed it into the wall, failed it. Cody fighting Stubby, but yeah, maintains a slow game. But this winter map, I'm excited. I think winter maps are really pretty. There's a lot of crazy changes that are coming. The Graves one, I know some people were unhappy about that. Some people, some junglers in NA, sorry, that start with T, I know are very happy about that change. But it's going to be quite a big change up as well. All the Doran shield, the Doran's ring changes, the Doran's blade changes. I'm excited to see what else they have coming for the next year.
Yeah, me as well. I you know, itemization has been kind of stale at the moment, and has been poor.
Yeah, you've been talking to me about that.
Hoping we get a bit of push in that direction. Starter items are a decent place to start. As Cody getting traded upon here by Stubby. They both kind of bonk each other at the same time there. Quite thematic. Oh, the Forge God.
He's in. And that'll... Yeah, the Death Realm will stop the hit there. Very nice solo kill from Cody. As Duddy rotates back down. Lamppost is matching, but is spotted on a ward. Now, Duddy, due to the way being shoved in, was not spotted on this. So there's a big bait from the bubble blowers. Lamppost finds the Glacial Prison onto Shark, but there's the encore that got hit regardless. Crescent Guard will knock back members, and Cloudberry will take the kill onto Margin. Flash forward from Cloudberry. The last auto will get a double kill for Cloudberry onto Not Hui. Aquaphilus is rotated down after shoving out Halmea. And Aquaphilus take over the wave here. Again, a really nice hover from Duddy. And the encore at the last second.
Yeah, punishing the Jinx once again. Hopefully Green is going to fix that problem and pick up on McHale's for the Jinx at some point. As it has been formidable, both deaths coming from the encore so far for this Jinx. Cloud able to pick up some kills there as well. So 2-0-1 on the Caitlyn. And sitting comfortably now. Nice little gold lead up in CS as well on top of that. But for me, it's going to come down to maybe a potential Herald fight here. You can kind of see the already rotations coming through. E will be canceled in the top side, but nothing really comes up besides poke. But Stubby again kind of feeling a little outclassed by Cody in the lane. As obviously the solo kill there, just not great. Over trading into the Mord. Cloud does get the damage.
Lamppost is back one more time onto Cloudberry. Finds the stun, but this time it's Green getting the kill once again. Shark flashes away. Halmea is rotated up as well. Crescent Guard will knock members away, but Shark gets taken down by Halmea. Watercat on the bottom side does have ult available, but Looks like just coming up to clear another wave. Chovy, POV right now. Duddy audaciously charges forward, the shove back onto Haumea, but Duddy will fall. A really nice fight from GCS, as last time Bloom Gaming was stepping up aggressively, it was because Duddy was hiding in a bush. This time in mid, there is no bait. Lamppost comes around the corner in that top river and finds Glacial Prison, and multiple kills for GCS.
Yeah, and something I think that's kind of lacking here for the Bubble Blowers is, where's the Talia presence with the Weaver's Wall? We see so many times where Talia is just so impactful in these kind of mid games just thanks to the Weaver's Wall. Because you can kind of just hover around, you know, shove your way fast, go hover around plays. But Watercat, nowhere to be found. And their mid lane the mid lane fight just goes so heavily in the favor of GCS, despite the health bars getting quite low. That they come out with a win, kind of stabilize the Jinx a little bit. Here's nice knock up.
The seismic shove will push Haumea back, and Aquafilas trading back a little bit. GCS now onto the Drake as Duddy gets off of his Gromp to path around. Encore is available, and Stubby has also made the rotation down there. Call the Forge God. Encore as well, land on top. Duddy, Crescent Guard, takes down Margin. Lamppost, the target now, as Aquafilas on the side does a lot of damage, but Cody into the Death Realm takes Duddy and finds the solo kill. Actually, that wasn't into the Death Realm, it looks like, as there's no passive, but double kill nonetheless, as Cody will take down Aquafilas as well. Stubby trying to zone out, but Cody is marching forward. Somehow, Bubble Blowers are able to get the Drake, but a triple kill for Cody. Oh, sorry, no, Stubby actually takes down Cody after the triple kill. As I don't know how there was enough damage there from Stubby, but my biggest concern is after that great fight from GCS, Bubble Blowing power is what's able to get the Drake there. Again, 2 Drakes so far, as my sanity saved. It's not a Chemtech Drake. It will be Mountain very strong this game with the Ornn and the Sejuani Mordekaiser, but saved by Cloudberry, who turned around and got the Drake there.
Yeah, it gets the Drake, but also kind of just seeing the struggles of Jinx this game. Insta-dies. Just insta-dies this fight. Has literally nothing they can do. No flash available at the time. Also, Green playing on like a weird flank angle at the top of the fight. Not with the 80 carry there. With heal, with heal available at that point. Just some odd choices. Machin just unfortunately not able to really do anything other than die there. Is again, not great peel coming out of the team comp drafted. But Cody, kind of the knight in shining armor so far for GCS. Their early game woes last game kind of, were saved by the TP plays coming out of the Scion. And this game, 4-1-0 on the Mordekaiser now. Somehow, Cody is just kind of, playing really well, and we were concerned about the range, but it just doesn't matter, it seems.
Yeah, not at all. Herald the spawns. Cody trying to fight more on the Stubby, but just will be bonking away on those minions. What a cool ability name, by the way. Obliterate? Like, that's tough. Mordekaiser is such a aura farming edgelord. But Herald will be swept on vision. Duddy now in the mid brush. Saved by his own ward as Lamppost will walk in. Root out from Shark is just not there. And Duddy audaciously charges forward, but will not be able to find any damage as the play fizzles out just a little bit. 3v3 remains in mid, but the prior remains for Bloom Gaming. So they continue to shove out this wave. Haumea has rotated up Glacial Prison onto Cloudberry. Encore is big, but again, Haumea has out-rotated the Talia. TP in from Mordekaiser. Duddy finds the first one. There is the Weaver's Wall. Shove back onto Lamppost. Hasn't hit just yet as Aquafilas continues to take these threaded volleys forwards. But Oz, it's a scrappy fight. And Margin again unfortunately, due to the Encore and no clans, no Mikhails, is the victim of the fight.
I'm just guessing that GCS just no longer care about their Jinx. Like, I mean, Moonstone is okay because you have, like, the triple melee frontline, I suppose, but your Jinx needs some help from somebody. Obviously, having Flash available there to flash the Encore as well could have helped, but I also kind of think a problem is Machin just completely disrespecting the fact that Encore could come out at any point, and it's just stacked up permanently with someone. So it's just always, you know, like, there it ended up hitting Lamppost, and then obviously Machin there. Like, surely we respect, like, Encore. At some point this match, when we don't have clans or supporters not itemizing Mikhails with the Moonstone purchase, like, I just... So head-scratching.
As well, the Weaver's Wall, again, it was used this time, but it was late. You know, Watercat not around. Fight could have gone even better for Bloom Gaming if it was just a few seconds earlier, but Haumea continuously out-roaming Watercat here. There's a bit of poke and vision contest going on, but Herald still hasn't been taken. 30 seconds on this next strike. For Bloom Gaming, it is Soul Point yet again if they're able to get it. Their objectives have just been better than GCS. Cody, no TP, so I'd love to see if Cody could, you know, get into this bot lane maybe and swap down. Let Haumea with a TP up in the top lane, but Lamppost dashes forward onto Duddy. Won't able to find any CC, so won't be able to find any CC. Haumea once again out-rotating Aquafearless here. But in the top lane, a little bit of scrapping here and there. Some obliterates, as it is called. But Stubby trading back quite nice. Here we go. Aquafearless caught by the Glacial Prison and is taken down. Duddy uses the Crescent Guard to buy a little bit of time. The Shark Enthusiast still has the Encore available. TP down from Suddy. Here comes the Call of the Forge Guard onto Lamppost, who gets knocked up. And there's the Encore. Hits two, and both of them will be taken by the Shark. He smells blood in the water and a dragon in the pit. Double kill for the support. And no jungle available for GCS. No smite available. Cody, no TP, like I said, cannot join the fight, so we'll get a tier 1 tower and Soul Point.
Like, it's another Encore that hits the Jinx. Like, I'm just so baffled. How? How has this happened? 5 deaths in a row! 5 deaths! It just can't keep happening. Obviously there, I think it's no matter what it's cooked, so like, it's cooked no matter what because your jungler gets hit by it, but like, we start off great, right? But then, you know, the Mordekaiser just doesn't have TP. I don't know why Cody just doesn't walk down, because Ornn is going to TP there. Obviously doesn't find the craziest Call of the Forge God angles. Actually, Atacon started up here.
This is aggressive.
Hold that thought. Look,
Haumea low on the mana.
Who knows?
Sorry. Yeah, they don't know at all. As the Atacon will be started up and taken basically for free. A macro misstep for the Bubble Blowers. I've been praising their objectives the entire series so far, but they let a very important one go. And Duddy caught on the base. Lamppost misses that W, so won't able to get the permafrost onto Duddy. Stubby finds the knockup onto Haumea. Lots of members down here in the bot side, but Bubble Blowers not that concerned. Instead, we've got Aquafearless now in the top lane, as he does have TP, pushing out that tower, and in the mid lane, Cloudberry and Shark pushing out Cody. Now, no grubs here for Bloom Gaming, so this tower will take a long while to go. But there is still 3.5 minutes here until this Drake for GCS to get some gold, get some more items, get this Herald maybe, which would really help this Dragon fight, very similar to what happened in the last game. On the other side, if Bloom Gaming are able to get it and hold it for that Drake, use the Herald in, you know, bot or mid and break open some more towers, really get some prior around this Drake, it could be a big deal.
Yeah, but, you know, again, a big concern for me is just GCS. they can't really find a great team fight. Like, you'd figure, you know, Windwall would be getting so much value here, but so far has yet to be able to really prevent any of these engage tools coming out. Haumea, you do lose this, friend. As more shield bow already procced.
Up in the top lane, though, Weaver's Wall is coming out from Arco Fearless. Margin again, hit by the Encore and taken down first in the fight. He can't keep getting away with this. Shark hits another big one. Duddy now being chased out by 3 members. As Bloom Gaming will push in the mid wave and dissuade GCS from the play. Haumea was forced to base in that bot side, didn't die, but the T2 tower now getting taken down. Big shove away. So the tower won't be taken. Raptors will be invaded, but Oz, I agree with how you're reacting after all these plays. Every single fight is the exact same thing. Margin Hollow is the target and gets hit by Encore every fight. Ouch.
It just, I mean, Encore there doesn't matter because, you know, Watercat able to connect with the Weaver's Wall, right, like point blank. So that jinx no matter what, but it's just the position we're finding ourselves in, right? Like, we now have, like, we've had max range, you know, rockets this entire time, so you are Caitlyn range. But somehow we're the first one to get caught in every fight. And it's not like your Sejuani is backlining, your Sejuani is up there. But we're just the only person getting caught. Obviously, again, I don't necessarily think this is all the Jinx. It seems like we just are bailing on the Jinx overall as a team for the GCS, but Haumea's really not carrying fights at the moment. Can't even kill the Yorn in the 1v1. Like, currently. So, like, I'm just a little bit, like, I'm just questioning what is going on in the way of GCS. Like, what is their game plan? Because right now it doesn't seem like they have one outside of just letting Jinx die to Encore on cooldown.
Well, Baron has spawned. As Bloom Gaming set up a bit of vision and maybe a contest, but it will fizzle away. Bloom Gaming opting to instead go for the mid lane. Dragon 20 seconds away. Big team fight here for both teams. If Bloom Gaming get this, they will be near unstoppable. So tanky, and already the team fights have been going very much in favor. Wow, that's a lot of damage from Stubby. The Orhorn scaling now coming in. Those upgrades are indeed following. Cloudberry has the upgraded Infinity Edge. Lamppost, maybe a bit too far forward here. Just clearing out the wave. But both top laners rotating up here as well. Duddy in the brush. Dragon hasn't been started just yet. Spotted out by the Wind Becomes Lightning. Lamppost nearly caught there, but the heal out of green will get him away. Look at these Caitlyn traps, Oz. Very difficult to get in here.
No way of getting in, but they're going to have to try because this is Soul.
Dragon has been started by Bloom Gaming. Watch for this Encore. Where is it getting hit? The poke instead is really impactful against GCS. As how do you get in here? Lamppost shoved over the wall by the seismic shove. Duddy forces Lamp to flash away. To how does Lamp get in? It's not stolen. Duddy gets the soul. Redemption on everybody to heal up, and now the blowers are blowing. Margin forced to flash away. Cody taken down. Oh, sorry, into the death realm now to buy a little bit of time, but Margin shoved up as again and again Margin is left to the wind. Soul for the bubble blowers. And Baron now on the table. Lamppost try as he will to steal the dragon earlier, but a beautiful seismic shove to chunk him out. But Duddy wins the smite fight, and now it'll be Baron on 5.
Yeah, I mean GCS. I don't think they have a way of winning the game. I just don't think they like kind of comprehend the necessity of the Jinx in their comp, because Haumea is not able to really do anything. He has no team support. He's literally there to press wind wall. So you're basically looking at just a utility character, unless Haumea just absolutely smurfs it himself. But It's so hard to do this into this comp. Talia shuts him out so hard. I have no words for GCS because this Jinx is just hopeless. No one wants the Jinx besides, you know, the bubble blowers. And time again, the Jinx is the blueprint of getting them out. Stuppy will take ages to die here if he even does.
Well, he is being looked upon by GCS, but you're right, as well as the Unending Despair. He's very tanky and has a lot of healing. Flushes over the wall, is taking quite a lot of damage now. But Duddy has made his rotation down. Lamppost takes a lot more damage than Stubby. Stubby does. Kamea catches, the wind becomes lightning, and the Audacious Charge. Knock up was stacked up by Duddy. Crescent Guard as well. And Shark has rotated down as well. It's just a clinic from the bubble blowers here, as not only that, but they're pushing in the mid as well. Mountain Salt means so much defenses for the bubble blowers. Aquaphilus may be caught by the Death's Grasp, but weren't able to continue that. Bot lane being pushed in here as well, as now the transition down to bot lane. The tower, there'll just be no contest. There's nothing that GCS can do.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a solid choice, because if you do contest and die, the game is over for sure, but desperation play coming out for GCS unsuccessful. Going on is actually engage onto Majin.
Here comes the Weaver's Wall and the Call of the Forge God, but both don't really get a whole lot of value. The Seismic Shove catches Majin Hollow again. He is taken down at the beginning of the fight, and bubble blowing power comes true. GCS, the car seems to have stalled in this one. The Stubby goes forward, Duddy follows onto Halmea, but no damage to follow that. The waves will push in, and the Nexus turrets will fall, and next, the Nexus will follow. Bit of fountain diving here, and maybe some KDA farming, but the Nexus falls for game 2. The bubble blowers take it.
I'm curious to see how much this Moonstone did, because I'm going to wager it did less than 2,000 damage, or like that, less than 2,000 shielding.
Yeah. I think Mikhail's there was pretty necessary, or maybe a cleanse. I completely agree.
Well played by the bubble blowers to bounce back, though, after a very rough game 1. Game 1 looked very disconnected. This game, very connected, specifically Shark. Shark is kind of the main reason they got the lead in the first place. You know, I was a little disappointed by, you know, Watercat not really joining fights with the Weaver's Wall early, but I guess he heard that criticism and then immediately turned it around, because fight after that point, constantly Weaver's Walling to the Jinx, finding the Jinx with side shoves, like look at the damage. Jinx doing the least amount of damage in the entire game, but even behind the Moonstone support. If you're going to pick Jinx, you must support it in the draft. You cannot just let it get farmed the entire match, especially when you pick Yasuo just for Windwall.
A rough one for GCS. You're absolutely right. Drafting may be a bit of an issue there, but this series 1-1. Well, we're going to go to another short break here before our last game. It'll be the last game of the night. Drafts are obviously very important for this next game. Facilitating Margin, facilitating Aquaphilus, 2 members that have been impactful, as well as Cody. Had a great start in that game, but wasn't able to transition it into anything. I'm going to take a short break and catch you all when we come back.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ay, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga, I'm feeling great. Got a day with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ay, 12 can't really stop shit, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot shit. In a yellow bucket with the mop stick. I've been jugging jams like wholesale. Everything must go sell. Hitting bitches with the old well. Need 100 million on the low scale. On my worst night, I'm the best nigga. Wouldn't mess with you, couldn't cap to him. Homie spotted me like 700, brought 1100 right back to him. If I can't do it, then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush clouds till I can't feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right?
You do like do, you do like do crazy. Oh, oh.